Oh, good morning, everyone. It's about 6:30 in the morning. We're at Southampton, and I've got a plane to catch. It's a 767-300R, and it's destined to fly in at Edinburgh. We're going to be flying in this Bell, and we'll make our way up to Edinburgh, wait for the arrival for the 767, and then from then we'll fly the Boeing 767 to London Heathrow. Okay, we're in the flight deck, and we're going to start the engines and everything. And do you know, I was never interested in helicopters, but since I've started learning how to fly this particular Bell, I'm having a lot of fun. That's why I'm introducing this this flight with the 767, because I didn't realise. I knew that. I mean, helicopters are a lot more difficult to fly with the gyros and everything, but I'm having a lot of fun with this, I must admit. And but it's never going to take me away from the actual planes. But I thought I'll put this this flight in as well. Enjoy it. Okay, I'm just waiting on station here and just checking on the turbine temperatures and making sure that everything's stable, and I'm getting ready for our departure. Well, I guess you've noticed that I'm flying in VR, and you know, I was amazed on the motion sickness that you get flying helicopters in VR. Very nourishes. Nice feeling though. I enjoyed it. It's a great feeling. I don't mind actually feeling the effects of motion sickness, especially when it's in a virtual world. Okay, we're up and running. I've just recently got the Orbx South England, or South of England,
100.
and it is amazing. I mean, just look at that. And you will see the comparison because I don't have the north of England with Orbx, and so when we land at Edinburgh, you will see the difference between what you're getting now compared to the default X-plane. Well, although no, I do have a plug-in. Well, it's an extension actually. It's called Global Earth, which isn't by Orbx, but it just changes the mesh slightly to the default, which improves it an awful lot really. But there was a big difference between Orbx and what we have now. Well, as you can see, I'm not flying alone. I've got the camera crew at the back there. Just a passenger view there of the Orbx scenery that I was just mentioning. It's fantastic, and I just hope there's more to come, to be honest, because it just delivers exactly what you're looking for in flight sim. Okay, we're off to Edinburgh, and I'm not going to bore you for the whole of the flight. So what I do, I'll round this off now, and the next clip will be our arrival at Edinburgh, waiting for the 767 to arrive, and then we get onto the 767, and then we're at destination Heathrow. Okay, we've just arrived at Edinburgh Airport, and just going to find ourselves a helipad here. I think somewhere down here on the right, and it's going to be my second landing actually. I haven't practiced at all really. Well, I haven't, and so it's my second landing.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
I need to apologise for my landing, but we see how we go with this.
$100.
Okay, we've landed. It wasn't a bad landing for a second attempt. Not quite on the target, but not too bad. Well, we're here. We're at Edinburgh Airport, and I need to get myself on the other side where the terminals are. We've got 5 minutes. The Boeing 767 is landing in about 5 minutes, so I'll just get myself over to the other side and we'll come back then. Okay, I've just been informed that she's coming down on final right now, so just got here just in time, and you should be able to see her coming in. Actually, I can hear her. We're actually we're situated right where the where she's coming into berth. Bang on time. There she comes. This is going to be her last flight with British Airways, departing from Edinburgh, destined to Heathrow, and that's going to depart at 7:30 this evening, approximately 2.5 hours. And so, yeah, so I'll be on board, and we'll take ourselves to Heathrow, and for her last flight with British Airways. Okie dokes, it's 7 o'clock, we've got 15 minutes before departure, and I'm going to have a combination of passenger and pilot situation. Okay, well, it's almost there. Just going to get some things sorted out, and we'll be on our way to London Heathrow.
In your seat and shows details of escape routes, oxygen masks and life jackets. It also shows you the brace position that you must adopt in an emergency landing. Emergency exits on both sides of the aircraft are clearly marked and being pointed out to you now. There are 2 exits at the rear of the cabin, 2 overwing exits in the centre of the aircraft, and 2 at the front cabin. Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit, bearing in mind that it may be behind you. To help you find your way to the exits, additional lighting will be provided in the aisle at floor level. In the unlikely event of having to use the escape slide, leave all hand baggage behind and remove high-heel shoes as they may tear the slide. Please now ensure your table is folded away, your seat in a take-off position with your armrest down and your seatbelt is securely fastened. Your seatbelt is fastened and adjusted like this and unfastened like this. When the fasten seatbelt signs are on, you must go back to your seat and fasten your seatbelt securely. For your own comfort and safety, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt visible and fastened at all times to avoid being disturbed during the flight. If the cabin air supply fails, oxygen will be provided. A mask like this will appear automatically. Stay in your seat to pull the mask towards you. This will open the oxygen supply. Please note the bag does not inflate. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this and adjust the band and breathe normally. Do not help anyone else until your own mask is fitted. Your life jacket is underneath your seat, and if you cannot locate this, please ask a member of the cabin crew after the safety briefing. In the event of landing on water, remove your life jacket from its container and put it over your head. Fasten tapes around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at the side. So inflate.
Hi there, I've got an announcement to make. Disaster, absolute disaster. What happened, I was about 150 feet coming into land at Heathrow, and I was flying in VR, and all of a sudden my screen went blank. It might have been too much, just went blank, and I couldn't see a thing. And it was scary actually. I didn't know what to do. I basically pulled up. I tried to judge the best I possibly could on what was in front of me, and to try to land with the knowledge that I've learned from what was going on at the particular time. So it was a very hard landing until it sort of recovered, and so look, it was a disaster. It's a shame, but I thought I'd better mention that. And just at the end of this flight, this video, I'll show you the result on what I saw when I landed.
10 minutes to landing, just over 10 minutes to landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, it will shortly be landing at London. Can we ask you please to return to your seat now and securely fasten your seatbelt? Please ensure the table in front of you has been folded away. Your seat back should be upright with the armrests down. And once again, all hand baggage stowed securely beneath your seat, not obstructing the centre aisle or any of the emergency exits. We would also ask now that all the electronic equipment be switched off and properly and safely stowed for our landing. Headsets must be removed for our landing and our taxiing. One further reminder that mobile phones must not be switched on until the aircraft is on stand and the engines have been shut down. Thank you.